Hi, my name is Genesis Reyes, and I'm going to be speaking to you about schools and requiring uniforms. Now, for many, this topic can be controversial, and for many, it's not so controversial. School is a place where students learn their most important topics and fundamental topics, information that they will need in life. It is also a place where kids go through different parts of their developmental stages and form relationships with friends and even romantic partners once they get older. Self-expression has already been and is still becoming a bigger part every day. Self-expression can be things like how you dress, how you style your hair, what music you listen to, what things you're interested in, piercings, different things like that. You can also see self-expression in what we write, what we read, what we draw. While clothes we wear can be part of and are a part of self-expression, it is not all that self-expression is, and actually can be what children and teens are bullied for, which can greatly affect their mental health and their progress in school and many different areas in their lives as well. A survey has been done of more than 1,500 teens between the ages of 13 and 17 by Custom Ink and Vector. They found that 64% of students have been bullied because of their appearance, one of those reasons being their clothing. In recent years, the rise of popularity in social media platforms like TikTok and many others, as well as ongoing trends that can cause bullying and they are harmful to many. One of the biggest factors that comes into play is when students are bullied for their clothing, a lot of them come from low-income households where they can't always afford new clothes. So a lot of the time they will take hand-me-downs from their family, or they can only shop from places like Goodwill, thrift stores, or even use the same clothes as they had in the past years. A lot of those kids are grateful for the clothes that they have, but many other of their classmates bully them for their clothes when it's not even there. They can't even change that. It's just how they're living. It's something that is out of their control and is not understood by many people, especially if they have never been in a place where they have low income or have had to buy clothes the way children of low-income households do. I myself have been lucky to not have experienced that myself, but I have seen many others go through bullying because of their clothes. With the rise of apps like TikTok, what to many may seem as a joke, like the people recording it or the people who are watching, it can also appear as, or can be, cyberbullying, and to the person they're bullying, it's really not a joke until they realize it after. Instead of bullying between kids or teens in school, once it's posted on social media, millions of others are able to view and comment and share that same video as well. Bullying can greatly affect your mental health, different stages in life, as well as causing things like depression, anxiety, and even self-image issues. These can cause poor self-care, self-isolation, poor progress in school, like I mentioned before, and even cause children to do things like self-harm or commit suicide. Another study that was done in the UK questioned parents and students and teachers. They found that 7 out of 10 children, 2 out of 3 parents, and 9 out of 10 teachers all believed that having a good student uniform reduced bullying. Those numbers alone should scream, implement uniforms, right? Many of you might be wondering about the first thing, self-expression. Well, self-expression is tied to clothing. Wouldn't uniforms limit that? You might get some backlash at first from students who are already used to going to school with their regular clothes, or students who were, but students who haven't been in school yet aren't used to that yet, though we get used to the uniforms. And eventually the students who are already in school will get used to the uniforms as well. Clothes alone, while they do help, are, like I said, are not all self-expression is. There are many other ways that children can practice self-expression in schools, like having different backpacks or decorating their backpacks how they want to express themselves, jewelry, hairstyles, art, music, and many other things that don't pertain to their clothing. Poll states that schools do not have things such as dress codes that put students into boxes, and we should be teaching them about self-expression. It's not just your clothes. Instead of focusing on self-expression through clothes, you can teach the students that their self-expression comes in many different ways, and you can teach them how to express themselves or show them how to express themselves in many different ways. School uniforms are also found to look more professional and can even make school and faculty and students feel closer and more like one. Sounds like a win-win, right? Why not suggest school uniforms in your next child's school meeting? You can even tell them all the information I told you today. So let's push for this change so school can be enjoyable for children, and we can start putting an end to bullying once for all, one step at a time.